Alright, and we're back with Pokemon Puzzle Challenge League for the Game Boy Color. And so this was a game that I played as a kid, and we're playing through it again as a kid. I mean, as a not kid. I've grew up. Alright, so now we're in the Elite Four. We get to challenge the Elite Four. Supposedly they're a lot better. Now, if you remember in Tetris Attack, this would be the area where you, like, made it past all of your friends, and now you're fighting against, like, the monsters. I believe the first one was the Troopa, like, the giant Koopa thing. Well, let's see what Will has to do. All their dialogue is a little bit inane. I mean, in the games, sometimes it was pretty cool. Like, Karen was like, strong, weak Pokemon, doesn't matter, I'll kick your ass. And that was kind of cool, food for thought, especially for I guess competitive trainers. But these guys are all just kind of the vague, generic. You battle, win, lose, me. Actually, I will give Pokemon Puzzle League credit. It did have mildly interesting trainer interactions. I think they were spoken. Well, okay, it was interesting just because they were spoken. Oh, and you'll probably notice that Jinx is, like, constantly sending me, garbage. You're probably gonna start wondering, is that even possible for a human to do? I don't actually know. I haven't paid attention. I especially love it when they, like, start out with, like, an 8-chain or something, and it's, like, pretty sure that's humanly impossible to do. Then again, if you've ever seen, like, AI players play, like, one of the first things they do is build their stack all the way up to the top of the screen, so you never know. Maybe it is possible. Oh, yeah, guy. Is it showing the Jigglypuff? That shows you gotta stop? And Jigglypuff's, like, one of my favorite Pokemon, so its appearance is always appreciated. That being said, no, I don't think that they're showing the Jigglypuff. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I'm not seeing the Jigglypuff, but I am seeing me not losing. I just thought it would be more something that I'm not seeing me losing. I'm not seeing me losing. Actually, I never really enjoyed that, when you move the blocks to drop the garbage, your Pokemon got hurt. Because, I mean, moving the garbage to drop it, it's kind of something you have to do, but to think that you're hurting your poor little Pokemon every time you do it, it's a little bit disconcerting. Oh, really? And Jinx is gone already. So as I'm playing against the Blackthorn Gym Lady, it takes me forever. But as soon as I get to the Elite Four, no, just blasting through those suckers. That's how games work. That's how games work. The might of the Elite Four. Oh, another invisible person? Interestingly enough, it's Koga. His mystic puzzle powers. Come on, I've beaten, like, everyone else who's slightly worse than you. I'm probably gonna be able to beat you, too. But hey, let's not think like the video game critics. Let's think like the video game acidics? Are there video game acidics? That doesn't even make sense, does it? Oh, nice. Well, you know what? It's combo time. Natch. Forechain, how about foretelling your doom? Mwahaha. Okay. That was the right thing to do in a slightly different circumstance. Uh-oh. Yes. Man. It's always those horrendous moments like that where you're not quite sure if you'll make it, but you might, and then you do. You're like, phew. Because even though it did look like that was a sure thing, there were a dozen alternate universes where I did not make that. I mean, this game... I mean, sure, you could probably beat it with enough continues, but you probably shouldn't underestimate it. Uh-oh. And, alright. So when you only have, like, 2 rows like that, or 1 row, and you can't make any combos, you're gone. That's just it. So that's the hardest part about the game. Not necessarily dealing with the garbage, but not losing to the garbage. Alright, let's see how well Meryl does. That's right, I'm saving my secret weapon, Chikorita. They're all the same. They're all interchangeable. It is actually kind of ponderous why you would do that, just because Pokemon is, like, all about the type differences. That's essentially what characterizes Pokemon from anything else. And yet, to have, like, this game where type differences mean absolutely nothing. I mean, Pokemon's no stranger to Pokemon being somewhat interchangeable. Oh, no, dead already? And just kidding. But have a game where everything's the same? Okay. I gotta be a little careful to make sure I don't get, like, too carried away with making combos. You gotta save a bunch of blocks. Alright, so the strategy here is to have blocks land on the blocks. That sounds kind of vague, but you want the garbage blocks to land on your blocks. So you see that blue, it's gonna land on my 2 blues, and that'll break it. And so you want some garbage to land. Okay, you want, like, at least 1 to break them, but you want to set up other things. So here's just 1, and there's just 1. So there, it's, like, ready to go for another. You gotta keep, building up your next attack, or else you could lose. And ideally, you want to build a bunch of wicked chains to beat them, but honestly, you're just doing this to survive. Survival's probably your top priority, so you don't... And I won. Okay, man, that was scary. It's always times like that when you're not quite sure if you've won or lost. And it's all in the balls. Continue testing my skill. Don't mind if I do. It'll be a little interesting. Can I beat this game in the next 6 or so minutes that I have? I don't know. Oh, it's Bruno. Well, we'll see. Well, Bruno, do you have what it takes to beat me? The answer is, of course, no. Well, I am down to my last 2 Pokemon. This could get a little hairy. So who knows? Uh-oh. Yeah, and again, we're kind of devolving into the entirely garbage-based system. Where... Definitely exciting, not all that fun. So yeah, sorry for that. I had a phone call. No, honestly, I'm just a little bit scared that people outside are, like, knocking on my door and, like, telling me to shut it. I don't think anyone was, but you never know. It's always good to be a little bit afraid. Actually, no, it's not. Then it just weighs on your soul, and then you go slowly crazy. Huh. Well, maybe I shouldn't be so self-conscious. In any event, we're just gonna show Bruno the way out. Oh, and he's almost done. Of course, as you probably noticed by now, enemies slightly restore their health every time they send you damage. Again, the damage system is an abstraction of how it usually is, so that's arguably how it is in real life. But no, okay. Yeah, sometimes if you're like not quite fast enough, the enemy will just always replenish faster than you can send damage, and then, well, war of attrition, and you lose, so never fun.